Face-off win for Frog Pond Maulers, and we're underway here at Aleš Hřebeský Memorial 2026. Welcome, lacrosse friends. First shot of the game taken by Wayne Van Every. The Maulers looking to sweep in their pool. Purple Rain with the first chance though. Long outlet pass. That one's picked off. Great transition defense there by Dagan Carlson. Draft pick of the Saskatchewan Rush. Ben Foster back with Purple Rain after being out for a bit. He was saying, take it easy on him. He hasn't played for a while, but we'll just see how it goes. I'm sure he'll be fine. Brenner Jacobs just rips that pass up to Nolo Squire. And Purple Rain gets the ball, but lose it quickly. Forecheck pressure from Danton Miller. Tried to feed it over to Wayne Van Every. Got away from him. Still loose and eventually scooped up there. Nolo Squire ripped that one. It was wide. Forecheck pressure. Pops it loose, but hanging on to the ball and eventually getting across. Nice job. What an effort there. There's Blake Badskin. And a fresh 30 as the Purple Rain recover. They were coming in ready to roll and had to get a heads up there. Did Wallace. It was Blaine Wallace. And the Frog Pond player coming off the bench. That will be a reset for whoever gets it. It's going to be a fresh 30. Stephen Toporowski. I thought I saw there was contact. There was not. Toporowski misses. Long outlet pass. They're trying to get it to Squire. Oh, nice play. Just tip up the stick. Jonathan Swam as he tried to pick that one up. Here's Jimmy Johnston. Shovels it over to Toporowski. He's got his wife and child here this year. He's all grown up. Topper's been coming to this tournament for ages. Been one of the best players year in and year out. Can play either end of the floor very effectively. Scored some of the most spectacular goals you'll see. And, he is loving having the family here. So it's a very different experience. Oh my goodness, Dagan Carlson. Normally you think, okay, he's thinking about it, or at least he's trying to get them to think he's going to shoot. He was, and is, and did. Dagan Carlson with a rocket to the top corner. And it's 1-0 Purple Rain. Brenner Jacobs just didn't seem to see that one very well. This will really show you that Jacobs, I guess he just thought he had it. It was a little shoulder shrug. Maybe thought it was going over the net. I don't know, but perfectly placed into that top corner. There's a shot to save. It's David Mather between the pipes for Purple Rain, former Team USA goalie from the Seattle area. Makes a nice save there. He's a very good goalie. I don't know how much. My understanding is he plays a lot up in the Pacific Northwest. All the chances he gets. Looking pretty good off the hop. How about that one? Yes, he makes the save coming across. Throws that hand over to absolutely rob. That shot, here we go. A feed through, another great chance, another save. Pretty good trail check. Good defensive effort there from Turner Dirk. And he'll fling it down the length of the floor. Adam Serpart and I will host Radotín After Dark tonight following the final game of the evening, which is the game after this. Make sure you check that out on the LCC Radotín channel. Nice move. Passing there, another save by Mather. Great opportunity there for Dylan Martin. Now Squire coming in. Brian Rice trying to get away from the checks of Jonathan Swam. Swam really moving well. Jonathan Swam, whose wife Nicole is the general manager. But here's a great chance and another save made there. He takes Dylan Martin and stops him. Here comes Mulholland the other way. Big save, Jacobs in turn. Boy, Mather's been tested plenty and has had answers for it. Brenner Jacobs having to stay sharp. It was a bit of a quiet stretch for him. Then all of a sudden, breakaway. That's a nice save. Jasek will hand it off. And Denton Miller will go far side to Skylar Thomas. He is shifty. Scored a beautiful goal earlier in their game earlier today when the Frog Pond Maulers won 8-6 over the Turku Titans. Got a really big lead. They're up 6-2 at the half. And then Turku fought back and really made it a very close game. Penalty coming. Looks like Skylar Thomas is going to get one. Might get himself another one. And he takes that big swing. Toporowski to the far side. They come back up to Ben Foster. Looks like a pretty good shot. Had plenty on that one. He doesn't look too rusty. It's a 1 minute slashing call. Again, it's 2 15-minute halves here at the Hřebeský. Running time, which means the penalties are 1 minute. Oh, they actually started that one early. It's not supposed to go up until play starts. So Frog Pond Maulers got about a 4-second free kill there. Diving attempt is not going to matter. It does matter as Dagan Carlson stepped on the crease line. That would have been a beauty. Pulling up and ripping his Wayne Van Every. That was a good shot. Mather had to be sharp on that shot from Van Every. Comes Jimmy Johnson. Rolls it slowly over to Foster. Toporowski's down in the corner on this power play setup. They've got 15 seconds left. Still some time to work. It's one thing with shooting early, as Todd Lloyd mentioned earlier in the day when he was up here with me calling the game. He's saying, you know, if you shoot early in the 1 minute penalty, you might get a second possession, a second chance. Johnson's going to shoot. I thought he might have wanted to go to Toporowski. Toporowski will dive and dunk. It is no good. Didn't go in. Skylar Thomas is out. He's on the run on his offside. Fakes it. So quick. Misses the net. They come the other way. That was Turner Dirk. He'll bump Skylar Thomas as he heads off. Purple Rain upset because one of their players was tripped up. Kevin Powers, Swedish national. Number 92 is in there. He's racing about. Toporowski has it. He's going to blast one straight into the stick of Brenner Jacobs. Nicely caught there by Nolo Squire. Miller on the run, spins, shoots, takes a little tap to the face mask as he is celebrating that one. And we've got ourselves a 1-1 game. Really nice shot there. Just perfect inside the far post. Maulers right back to the attack. Nice behind the back pass from Brian Rice, but a little bit low maybe. Benner does track it down. Rice's shot off of Mather. It's going to spring Dagan Carlson. Great job running some interference from Ganton. But Tristan Garlow, what a defensive effort from Tristan Garlow. That's a great play. The 2-on-1 with a player trying to set a pick, and Garlow just blows it up. Was Kevin Davey with the goal. for the Maulers. Shot on the run there from McDougall. Mulholland trying to get a rebound shot. He was flattened. It was Adam Bomberry. Been known to lay some big hits in his day. Moving very well. Haven't seen him play for a while. He was with New England and then Buffalo in the NLL. He's a great defender at that level. And obviously really good here. Well, he did just run past the shooter there and heads to the bench for a change as the 30-second shot clock expires. 4:14 to go in the first half. Quickly down the floor. Skylar Thomas trying to generate some things, tried to get over to Wayne Van Every. Wayne Van Every's always been such a good shooter, smart player, veteran here, and he's looking pretty good tonight. Toporowski, great chance. Nice job staying out of the crease as he was getting checked by Mike McLaughlin. McLaughlin just won a Arena Lacrosse League championship with the Six Nations Snipers. He's going to go for the change now. He was captain of that club. He was waiting to see how things shook out. Here's Dylan Martin. Big battle in front of the crease. That shot just wide from Nolo Squire. 5 seconds on the shot clock. They get one on. Trying to get a reset, but it goes straight to a Purple Rain defender as we're coming to the final 3 minutes of the first half. Racing up the floor there was Jackson Ganton. A noticeable first half. That pass didn't connect, and now the chance the other way. Brian Rice using his wheel. Toporowski trying to catch him. That's a beautiful goal. Brian Rice racing ahead. He just takes off at the perfect moment. All kinds of fakes. Mather's not sure what to do, and eventually you're going to see he's going to tuck it in by Mather's right leg. Lovely play. Sweet move there by Tristan Garlow. He's going to head off for a change. Well, you can see him because of those fairly bright salmon-colored shoes, but he is making himself visible for other reasons than the shoes. His play has really stood out here in the first half. Declan Mulholland hands it off to Dagan Carlson. He sees Bomberry coming off the bench. Bomberry gives him a little push. Passes him off to the deeper defenders. It's really fun seeing Adam Bomberry playing again. One of the great things about this tournament, you can see people you haven't seen play for a while. Aaron Skye heading to the bench right behind him. Aaron told me I'm going to be calling a couple of goals for him today. We'll see. Nearing the final minute of the first half. There's still time for him in the second half. He was with the Langley Thunder. Got traded for Chase Fraser, saying 1-on-1-for-1 trade for Chase Fraser over to Nanaimo. So that's not too bad. He's a very good defender. Oh, nice finish there. Dylan Martin fights off a defender, gets himself a little space, and just slips it past the foot of David Mather. Oh, what a pass. Just really saw that as that 5-hole shot goes in. What a pass that was. The one-hander. And there's Martin fighting and finds that spot. Oh, that was Wes Whitlow. That's not surprising. Wes Whitlow's really good. Gorgeous pass. Go back and watch that one again. Little flip behind the back. Toporowski dove, tried to get it far side, couldn't quite outreach the far side of Brenner Jacobs. Here's Jacek coming up over center. 12 seconds left. Jacobs has gone to the bench for the extra attacker, but they're going to lose possession of the ball. I don't think Purple Rain's going to have time to get a shot the length of the floor. They'll rip one, but it's just after the buzzer. Jackson Ganton took that shot. And we're going to go to the halftime break with the score. Frog Pond Maulers 3, Purple Rain 1. I'm Steven Stamp. This is the Aleš Hřebeský 2026, and we'll be back in 2 minutes. Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to the AHM 2026. I'm Steven Stamp. Excited to have you here with me. It's been a very good game through the half. Purple Rain got off to a quick lead, but there's been 3 straight goals for the Frog Pond Maulers to give them a fairly solid lead early in the second half here. Skylar Thomas hands it off. Van Every tries to feed it through a pair of defenders all over Dylan Martin. Ball still loose on the floor. Great forecheck effort there from Dylan Martin, but Jackson Ganton will come away with it. Makes his way up over center, gets a shot off, just a little off target. Up out of play. And Brenner Jacobs will make the short pass. And then they move it ahead. Nice, easy clear for the Maulers. Nola Squire going to the net. And we are going to have a penalty. The Frog Pond bench was up in arms that they didn't think there was going to be a call. But one is coming now. That'll be Matthias Martin. Dead ball contact with the late hit. Just not a good decision. Especially you're down 3-1. You're going to give this potent offense a power play chance. That pass gets a little bit away from Squire. But Martin still has Wes Whitlow up in the righty shooter spot. A strong left, and Skylar Thomas behind the net. He'll dive and try to dunk. He's so quick, but Mather was ready for that one. Jackson Ganton. A little trouble corralling the ball. He'll hand it off to Jimmy Johnston. Kind of a gradual change for Purple Rain as they're killing this penalty. Johnston driving to the net, trying to draw a penalty. It looked like he was getting tugged on a little bit. Not enough to rise to the level of a foul. Shot there. Taken by Toru Muramatsu. Japanese player who played for Japan at the 2024 Worlds in their very impressive debut. And then stayed and played in the Arena Lacrosse League West. All out of the Langley Arena, and really impressive season that he had there. He's a very good rising player. That's off of a defender, way up out of play, and gets into the Radotín community as it bounced off the roof above the far stands. One of the neighbors has a souvenir. Not sure how they feel about the balls coming over. might be like, hey, I got a lacrosse ball. They might not feel the same way. Who knows? I think the community is very supportive of this tournament. We've got a family across the way on the second floor of one of the local apartments. Has their balcony door open and they're watching what's going on over here. Ball gets away. Aaron Sky's taking off after it. Maulers are saying there shouldn't be a reset, and there is not. It will be Maulers' possession. Aaron Sky, if you're going to score some goals, you got to stay out there, man. I'm a big fan. I remember seeing him come and play with the Langley Thunder in the Mann Cup when they were in Peterborough, and very impressive defender. Morimatsu got that one back for the Maulers. Now Danton Miller. There's going to be a holding the stick penalty coming. Skylar Thomas pointing out to the officials. He had been de-sticked. It's going to be Badsgon. Badsgon will go to the box. Just under 11 minutes to play here in the second of two 15-minute running time halves. Skylar Thomas, hard pass across, gets it back, and that shot right off the helmet of the defender, Turner Dirk. Nice work by Mulholland. As Ganton was up the floor, Purple Rain, even short-handed, looking for some transition opportunities. Oh, nice little hesitation play by Squire to get that shot off. Then Thomas follows up with one, but Mather saw that all the way. Turner Dirk takes it. He just gave Wayne Van Every a cross-check in the lower back as Van Every was on the crease, and Van Every was coming hard. You know he was looking forward to returning the favor. Now he's stuck out there for defensive shift. He'll be just fine. He's a lacrosse player. He knows what he's doing. Driving to the net. Oh, what a beautiful finish. Dagan Carlson. Lovely play. He's got himself a couple. It's a 3-2 game. Look at the acceleration by Dagan Carlson. A little pick, just enough from Ben Foster. And it's a 1-goal game. 9.5 minutes to go. Face-off one ahead by Terrence Smith, but it goes for Brian Rice, who sprints the length of the floor. He's still got some wheels. Oakley Thomas up at the top. He's going to take this. No, he's not going to take the pass back. Oh, what a great behind the back flip. Mather almost knocked that into his own net as it got down onto the turf, but he kind of stepped on it, pinned it between his stick and his foot. Chris Sokolowski, hidden ball trick. Now he will hand it off over to Jimmy Johnston. Carlson's going to rip from the top, scores again! Frog Pond Maulers 3, Dagan Carlson 3. We are all tied up. 8.5 to go. Purple Rain will not go away. And Carlson is doing it all on the scoreboard for them. On his offside, he is scoring it all kinds. That's a gorgeous shot. My goodness. Perfectly placed. The Frog Pond Maulers have been given a wake-up call. They're maybe getting a little bit, I don't know, feeling pretty comfortable, but they are not comfortable anymore, and they're going to go after it. Oh, what a beautiful play. Length of the floor pass from Adam Bomberry. Gets it up to Lagawine Elijah Johnson. And look at Elijah Johnson finish that one. That is beautiful. You can see this pass come and has to take it on the hop. That's a great handle, but what a beautiful pass from Bomberry. I don't know how much he's been playing lately. I haven't had a chance to see him for a while, but boy, I'll tell you, it looks like he hasn't missed a beat if it's been a bit. Then Every lobs it across. Oh, another great chance, and what a beautiful finish. Wes Whitlow. Lovely touch pass from Wayne Van Every, and Whitlow just takes it in stride and drifts one. He was a top 5 scorer in the Arena Lacrosse League East this year. You can see why. What touch. Purple Rain defenders kind of looking at each other like who had him, and clearly the answer, nobody. After Carlson tied it up, the Maulers come back with 2 quick ones. Galiwanolo Squires taking a face-off there. Almost wanted it, he kind of pushed it ahead, but it did wind up with Purple Rain. Toporowski trying to come out of the corner. His knee's looking a little ripped up. It's one thing I have heard the Carpenter, big grabby. It's good for running on, not so good for landing on. Oh, diving goal! Jimmy Johnston, what a beauty! Flying through the air and then flying to the bench. They are racing over because they know they're down by 1 and the time is ticking, but look at this play. Johnston fakes up, spins underneath. Nice pick by Toporowski to keep Oakley Thomas from being able to get there. That's just a lovely drive by Jimmy Johnston. Face-off violation by the Maulers. That's going to give the ball right back. Morimatsu has it. Can they tie it up again? Toru Morimatsu taking a couple solid chops from Brian Rice. And I think it was an illegal pick called. And here's Rice. Oh, he can't corral the pass. He was in alone on David Mather. Here's Morimatsu. Watched by Tristan Garlow. Kevin Powers trying to go underneath. Oakley Thomas stymies him. The diving attempt. Powers throws his hands up, but kind of half-heartedly. Didn't get in. Nice effort by Toporowski trying to come the hard way. Tristan Garlow racing after that one, but Sokolovsky will get there first. Good body position. Controlling with his feet. Kicks it out. Heck of a play by Sokolovsky. Multi-time all-tournament team member. Consistently one of the best players on the defensive side in Aleš Hřebeský over the years. Nice job. Oh, I thought they had managed to stay onside. I thought Blake Badscon had kept it on the onside without stepping over, but I guess he did not. Thomas dives, scores. Is it? It is a good goal. Purple Rain doesn't think, though. They think he stepped on the crease line. But Skylar Thomas skies across the crease. Look at the quickness. No, I think he's good. As you can see, he's not the tallest guy, but he has hops. Great feet. Oh, he was clean. Perfect. Just outside the crease line. That's a great goal from Skylar Thomas, and it's 6-4. Dagan Carlson going hard after that ball. He has been everything for this Purple Rain side. What a game he's having. Nice catch there. Ben Every couldn't quite catch that pass. Has to play it off his chest to himself. He'll rip one near side. Mather got that with his foot up into play. Fresh 30 for the Frog Pond Maulers. If Frog Pond can hang on, they'll make them 2-0. They'll win the group and go automatically to the quarterfinals. There's a penalty coming to McDougall. He got up under the face mask of Wes Whitlow. Not much question about that one. 1 minute cross-checking penalty. Clock keeps ticking here with 3:20 to go. I think that was a fairly obvious call. Strong left with Rice at the top. Skylar Thomas and Wayne Van Every on the left side. Galiwanolo Squire over there, and cutting to the middle is Dylan Martin. Wait, what's Wes Whitlow got to do to get on this power play? I'm sure they have multiple units. Rice to Squire. Oh, what a move. Gets the twister and another fresh 30 as Dylan Martin tracks it down. Sokolovsky all over him. That shot is blocked out front. Sokolovsky now, boy, he is coming into his own. Kind of a quiet start to this game, but he is looking like the Chris Sokolovsky we've gotten to know over the years. He is a little angry in there at the moment. Squire, nice shot by Mather, gets it, and that's going to be a penalty to Wayne Van Every, and he knows it. Or does he? Yeah, he does. So Purple Rain takes a timeout. I feel like if you're going to do that, you wanted to do it as soon as the penalty was called. Because Wayne Van Every, he's a smart guy. He knows the clock is still ticking as he heads over to the penalty box. They're only going to wind up saving themselves in about 4 seconds here. Purple Rain, because stop time starts at 2 minutes. There's 2:04 left. But those seconds can count. They need 2 goals. They're not even really gathering. They just wanted to stop the clock, save that time. Ben Foster will start with it. Jimmy Johnson and Toporowski out there as the lefties. Carlson, of course, and Muramatsu on the right side with Foster. Behind the back of Muramatsu. He's going to let it rip. Saved by Brenner Jacobs. Oakley Thomas facing the double team, hanging on. He is stout. Such a solid player. And you can tell he's got some skill, eh? Got some stick skills. Here's Wes Whitlow, spins off the post and rings back out. It goes straight to Kevin Davey wearing the 12. And we're going to have a penalty now. I mean, it's illegal substitution. And, 1:19 to go, so it won't be a penalty shot. In a normal 60-minute game, of course, illegal sub in the last 2 minutes is a penalty shot because it can't be served in its entirety. That is the case with less than 1 minute to go. So Purple Rain will go to the power play but won't get the penalty shot. Toporowski and Bomberry getting into it down by the crease. It's a 5-on-3. Toporowski, backdoor. Oh, what a save! Brenner Jacobs robbing Kagan Carlson, who's looking for his 4th. Ripping a long pass to Aaron Sky. Won't be able to get it. Mather can't quite handle that pass. Oh my goodness! Sky's in the crease. He knows he can't play that ball. Thought he'd give it a go, and that might have been a penalty. The Sky. Oh my goodness, what just happened there? Johnson getting into it with Brian Rice. Penalty coming. Play will be blown down. It's going to be Bomberry going. And we've got more players going to the box. I didn't see. I was looking away from the play down the other end. And it's like Sokolovsky's going to go along with Wayne Van Every. Oh, he just wants to talk to them. Okay. So they're pulling the captains out to have a word. Now the officials discussing while the captains wait. So it's 6-4, 39 seconds to play. 21 seconds remaining in the Frog Pond Maulers penalty. They've got Aaron Sky out there along with Tristan Garlow, Rod Squire. So we should be 4-on-3, I think. It's going to be explained. Oh. I guess it'll be 5-on-3. Yeah, because it's just the penalty to Bomberry. So it'll be 5-on-3. Oh, and it's a major for Bomberry. And Wayne Van Every saying, what about the headbutts? And I definitely saw it. I guess the refs didn't. But I saw one of the Purple Rain players throwing a headbutt. At least running his head into it. I mean, I think Wayne Van Every's right. And it just got missed. They were very upset about a hit that Jimmy Johnson took. He was just popping back up, ready to go. He just wanted to keep playing. So it'll be 5-on-3. Ben Foster will start with it. And Purple Rain, a great chance to try to tie this up. It bounces away from Toporowski. Johnston to Moromatsu. He hits the official. They get a bit of a break as it goes to Carlson. Back to Carlson. Toporowski. Foster behind the back. Oh, it gets away from Carlson. Oh, what a play by Rod Squire. Ball's loose. Carlson has it. Shovels it over. Foster behind the back. Surely they've got to score at some point. They've had so many chances. Kevin Davey was released, and with 6.47 seconds left, it's going to be Frog Pond Maulers possession, and they are going to come away with a 6-4 win. They will win this group. It's going to be lobbed up in the air. Time expires. And a contentious and feisty 6-4 win for the Frog Pond Maulers over Purple Rain. Frog Pond will go straight to the quarterfinals as they clinch this group. Wayne Van Every, I'm not sure if he was shaking hands with a Purple Rain player or trying to grab him by the jersey. Definitely some ill will between the clubs. As they will go and shake hands with themselves. Now they're lining up for the handshake line. Next up, we will have the Nova Scotia Privateers and Gold Star Tel Aviv. Gold Star with the win earlier in the day. They're going to be trying to lock up their division. We'll take a break and we'll be back pretty soon with this next game. They've got 3:40 up on the board for the warm-up, so there's not going to be a lot of mucking about. We'll be ready to roll in 3.5 minutes. We'll see you then.